Hi, we're doing a video on PVD Wireless. This is Anthony Zagami here in Springfield, Pennsylvania. And we beta tested these radios for about, I guess, 5 days or so. It's a digital moto turbo push-to-talk service for $30 a month, which is not a bad deal. But let's start the interview here. Anthony, what do you think about the service, and what do you think about the radio that you tested?
Oh, I thought the radio was pretty good. I mean, yeah, it was a nice radio. I didn't want to, part with it after I've had it for a couple of days. But yeah, it was a nice radio. It had good sound. I mean, everybody knows, for those of you that live in Pennsylvania and Delaware County or Philadelphia, when you're on a blue route, you're going to get bad service no matter what cell phone company you have. So we had a couple, hiccups, but nothing to be, upset about. I mean, it worked pretty good. I mean, I don't have no complaints.
Yeah, I also wanted to add, we're both ham radio operators. His call sign is AA3VZ and I'm N3RJC. So we're no strangers to radio. How about the coverage along the blue route and at home and at work?
No, I already said that. The coverage on the blue route, you even tested it. I was here at my house and it was spotty. Coverage at work was pretty good. And here's the weird part about it. I have an MD380 for a DMR. I was not able to key up Roxborough inside the store. However, when I had the PDV Wireless radio, just to correct you on that, Lou, it's PDV Wireless.
Okay, yeah, I keep saying PVD.
No,
yeah,
it's PDV Wireless. Disregard that, in the beginning of the video. But I was able to key up the PDV Wireless radio inside the store. I was at one of the registers bagging, and Louis called me on the radio. I was like, wait, why didn't he answer me? So I went on the break of my lunch and keyed him back up. I said, yeah, I was working, Lou. I couldn't get to the radio. He was joking. He's like, well, I have a crystal ball. He's like, I'll write that down next time. Next time you key me up, I'll know why.
Yeah, and another thing.
It work. I mean, it does work. And for the service, you can't beat it. I mean,
you can't beat $30 a month.
If you're a concrete company or, you're let's say a construction company, you own a construction company or a concrete company, you can't beat it with the service. But here's the thing. You're going to pay you're going to pay $30 a month per radio. That's the only thing. And, if you want to get your radio installed, it might cost you $200, but,
Yeah, well, it'd be anywhere from $150 to $200.
Yeah.
We will be handling that soon. We're in the process of becoming authorized dealers. We could sell you the service now, but we will be doing the installs at a later date in the near future. So, trying to think of what else.
Here's a brochure I got up right here. As you can see, there's a picture of the Motorola XPR 7580 on there.
Yeah, that thing's built like a tank. And the coverage right now is from Delaware down into Center City, Northeast, some parts of South Jersey. They're still building the network, so it's getting better and better every day.
Yes, I mean, they don't have coverage unfortunately, they don't have coverage up in North Jersey and New York, but they are building out like Louis said, so it is, it'll get better. It's just going to take time.
Yeah, and I had met with Sue Stoddard and Robert up at PVD Wireless. Very nice people, and they said that it's doing pretty good so far. And for the price, you can't beat $30 a month. I mean, it's cheaper than most cell phone plans, and the coverage is phenomenal. Yeah. So I guess this is our first video, so we don't want to get too involved. We'll be posting another video
Yeah,
after
I
this.
think you meant to say PDV. Oh, I don't know. Whatever it is.
PDV Wireless.
Oh, okay. I'm going to turn this brochure around here so you can see the other part of it. What you're seeing now, and I'm explaining this for any blind or visually impaired folks who might watch this video. It's the picture is an XPR 7580. It's a Motorola radio. What color would you say, Lou? Describe the picture for, maybe.
Yeah, it's a black case. This particular radio is built like a tank. They value anywhere from $700 to $1,000. These radios. Now, if you wanted to own that radio someday, then you pay like a $50 a month plan, and then after a couple of years, you'll own it.
Yeah, but keep in mind, if you go that route, you'll be paying $50 plus the $30 on top of that. PDV Wireless for the.
I think so. I'll have to get more details on that. Don't quote us on that.
It could be the case, but now you don't have to get the XPR 7580. They have smaller ones. They have pocket ones you can get, but we don't have the model number. They also, they have ones that are as big as a cell phone. You can get something like that if you don't want to, if you're not into the high tech stuff with XPR 7580. But I'm going to turn this brochure around now so you can see the other side of this. There should be information. Lou, you can explain that. What should be?
Yeah, there's a coverage map on there. Let me see.
Okay, here's the coverage map for anybody that might be interested. And Lou, could you please read the coverage map for anybody that might be interested?
I'm going to try to zoom in here.
And this is also for any blind or visually impaired folks that might want to watch this video.
Yeah, you got coverage up to Westchester, Vineland, not really down at the shore points yet, but like I said, it's getting better and better. Let's see, what does that say? What else? Newark, Delaware, Wilmington. Is that Maryland?
Yeah, this is the coverage map of the PDV Wireless.
Certain parts of New York, I suppose, yeah, they're building out. They might have coverage up in New York. I mean, like I said, we're going to post another video. This is just our first one.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to test the radios to go that far.
Yeah.
But I'm sure eventually they're going to get there.
And not only that, we also have your dispatch console that you get. You can see where your workers are. They can clock in on the jobs. If they wanted to order a part, they can, order it right from the radio. There's all kind of stuff that comes with this. So it's not just a radio and push to talk. For your workforce productivity package is $49.99. And if you just want the radio, it's $30 a month.
And the same company that used to own Nextel, you guys remember the old Nextels, is the same people that own PDV Wireless.
Yeah, exactly. And they just had a good idea, and this is how this came about. And, it's trying to get your workers away from the cell phone, from the distractions. It's all about productivity. You don't want your worker constantly in his phone. You want to try to get him away from his cell phone while he's working.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a plumbing company, you can get the radios. I mean, if you're any kind of entrepreneurs, where you own a construction company, concrete company, whether you own a plumbing company or even a carpet, if you want to talk to your installers while they're out on the road going to jobs, you can, it's good to keep in contact.
Exactly. So I guess with that,
if you have if you own an automotive car place and you want to talk to your workers as they're delivering parts or delivering cars or whatever the case might be, here's an example. You could use these radios, and it'll cut the cost of you having to use cell phones, because you could pick up a radio and hit the push to talk a lot faster than you can dial somebody on their cell phone. Yeah,
you could also talk to a group of people where they're all hearing you on their radios, or you could do private calls where you talk one-on-one and nobody can hear you on the network but the other person.
Yeah, so I mean there is advantage of it. Now I don't know, don't quote us on this, but hey Louie, aren't they supposed to make it where you can make phone calls too, or did they mention anything to you, or
This type of
just gonna be?
technology does allow that, but I don't think that they offer that with this system.
I mean, who's to say that they won't offer it in the future? But for right now, it's just a PTT.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also on 900 megahertz for any radio people that might know what that means.
Yeah, it's on a trunk system, so
Yeah.
it goes from one. Picture it like this: you have a cell phone, and it hops from one frequency to another. That's what these radios do. So you could be anywhere. It'll go from frequency to frequency. You won't even have to touch your knob on the top.
Exactly. It automatically knows what channel's free, and it tells your radio, hey, go to this channel, you're getting a call.
Now, is there a phone number, these folks can contact these people or website? I think it's pdvwireless.com for those who have a computer, but if you don't have a computer and you want to, you're radio enthusiast and you want to, get the service.
Yeah, if you live in the Philadelphia, South Jersey, and Delaware area, just you can contact me at this number. My name is Lou, and I'm at 215-804-9167, and I'll forward your name and number to Sue Stoddard. And she will call you, follow up on it, bring out 2 radios if you choose to demo, and we can get you squared away. So if you call me, it'll speed things up, and that'll be a credit towards me bringing them some wireless customers. So we're not getting paid for this video or anything. We're just trying to get them some customers.
But if we do sell the service, we do get paid, right, Lou? Isn't it like $25 a customer?
Well, our idea is we want to try to do the installs for them.
Yeah,
So that's our main thing. We ain't really trying to go out knocking door to door to sell the service, but we figured we would do them a favor and post this video. But we're more geared towards the installation.
But see, I would be the one dispatching, like if because if you have more than one installer and he's got a radio and a customer calls me, I can get a hold of the installer and find out, where he's at. If Lou should be busy doing something else.
Exactly.
Now, I do have a job. I work at Acme, so the hours I am working, Louis would be the one that, that would contact the installer, but when I'm not working, he's busy. I would be the one that, that would be, he would call me and say, hey, Ian, can you call this person up and let them know one of our installers is on the way to do the job? And I would just call the customer and say, hey, this is, Anthony Sagami from PDV Wireless. So I just let you know that the installer's on his way,
Okay, well, with that, I guess we're going to sum it up here. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. If a customer called you or say he called you, and you couldn't schedule an appointment, and you told them to call me, would I be able to schedule an appointment and say, okay, well, I could get a hold of one of our installers and find out when he's free, when you're free to, to have this done?
Yeah, that's how you would be the dispatcher coordinating, the stuff.
Like,
and
say if you got you got a big family, and you got a bunch of radios for Christmas, and you wanted them installed in the radios by a certain time, we could do that. Or if you're a school district, you're out of school for the summer, you want to put new radios in the buses, that's
absolutely.
Or even if you're law enforcement and you want to use PDV Wireless for, whatever. If you're a town watch or whatever the case might be, municipality, maybe, you do waste, trash pickups or recycling. We also cater to that to municipalities too.
Yeah, it'd be more for like a streets department, maintenance, maybe like a detectives that have to make communications among themselves, stuff like that, undercover.
Or not to sound morbid, but if you're a funeral home or something, you want to use the service to get a hold of your coroner or whoever. If you have your funeral power, you want to get a hold of your people. It's a good way to get a hold of your people.